Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadea. We got a lot more show for you tonight, including Governor Murphy spending some time in Atlantic City talking about wind power. A lot of questions, though. What is it going to do to our beaches, and what could this initiative cost you? But first, let's talk about President Trump delivered his first State of the Union address in the Capitol last night, and there were mixed reactions. Of course, a lot that you might expect. People that are already anti-Trump saying, terrible stuff. People that support the president pointing to all of the success stories of the first year, jobs and tax cuts, etc. But more importantly, many folks who wanted to attack the president, couldn't find anything with the policy, decided to focus on the First Lady and make a huge issue out of her not joining the president in the limo on the ride to the Capitol. Of course, most of those same news outlets left out the fact that she had a private reception at the Capitol with her guests in the First Lady's box. But if you want controversy, you can sure find it on just about anything the president and the First Family do. I'm joined now by John Wisniewski, who's a former assemblyman in the New Jersey State Assembly and a former candidate for governor, and a Democrat, and I'm sure he's got his reaction on this. John, welcome back to Chasing News. How are you?
Bill, good to be with you again. Thanks.
All right, so let me ask you, John, before you even start, I'm pretty sure you were negative on the speech last night, just knowing you and your history. What didn't you like? Was it the job creation or the near decimation of ISIS?
So let me tell you what I liked about the speech. The president was able for 1 hour and 20 minutes to stay on script. We've never seen him do that before. And so for everybody in the Trump White House, they must have been doing high five. He actually didn't start riffing and extemporaneously speaking about things, because we know that that leads him in the wrong place. But the speech was laden with misstatements of fact and some scary things about how he wants to have judges that only support what he wants to do, as opposed to judges who will be fair arbiters of whatever disputes in front of them.
Can I ask you, John, I mean, isn't that what every president before him has done? They all do it.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. And certainly every side in the history of this country has appointed judges who view things the way they view things. I think the president was a little more scary in what he was saying last night, because he was talking about judges who agree with him, not judges who follow his philosophy. And that's a very big difference. We want an independent judiciary.
President Obama who said elections have consequences, right?
Well, they do, but the consequence, look, the problem we face is we see our institutions are being decimated.
Thank you, John. Always good to have you on the show. All right, let's bring in the A-plus panel. I'm joined by a member of the Assembly, Serena DiMasso. Good to see you, Serena. Thanks for being here. And Bob Bianchi, who is an attorney and a former prosecutor. Bob, I'm going to start with you. You're on the other side politically. Let me first start with the whole Melania Trump thing. It had me going all morning. I think it's an unfair attempt at the media to create the circumstance of marital discord, and it's a total distraction. And I think it's unfair to the First Lady and the First Family.
Bill, I'm going to shock you. This is going to be the shortest answer in all the years you've known me I've ever given. I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever, and maybe as a lawyer, I'll go one step further. Who cares? Enough of this. How did she look? How didn't she look? What was she wearing? Wasn't she wearing? This is not important to government. We need to stop it.
You know, you could have said that a different way. You could have said, Bill, I agree.
Bill, I agree.
Serena.
Bill, I agree with you. I think it's just a distraction because they have nothing else to talk about. He did a great job. In my opinion, he hit a home run. And so you can't talk about the good job he did speaking. Let's pick on something else.
Let's go back to what Assemblyman Wisniewski said, and you talk about what some of the detractors are saying, hollow points in the speech, you know, the money for infrastructure, easy to say it, but not easy to deliver on it. And really you've got between ISIS and the tax cuts and the jobs, it all sounds very good, but a lot of people say that some of this came from Obama momentum.
Well, it's the same as what we're going through now here in New Jersey. We have a $1.3 billion promise of tax increases and programming, fully funding education here. It sounds easy to say. It's when the rubber meets the road, right? So I have faith that he's going to do it. I mean, he's built a beautiful empire for himself.
Bob, being objective, not with a partisan hat on, good speech or not?
I think he gave a good speech. I mean, he, as the Assemblyman said, he stayed on script. You know, it's not easy to get up in front of millions and millions of people after you've been attacked, whether you agree with Trump or you don't agree with President Trump. Nevertheless, he delivered a good speech.
Okay, gotta leave it there. Thank you.